She was the quintessential Hollywood insider, a dazzling model turned Oscar-nominated actress. Candice Bergen had it all: the lineage, the intellect, the elegance. Yet beneath that polished exterior was a woman wrestling with her own image, striving to be seen for more than her beauty in a world that prized appearances over depth. Her evolution from glamorous film star to unapologetic cultural force was anything but smooth. It was a lifelong quest for meaning and authenticity. And just when the world thought they understood her, everything changed. A fierce and very public confrontation with the Vice President of the United States catapulted her into one of the most shocking pop culture clashes of the century, revealing the dark and tangled relationship between politics and the media. Born in 1946, Candice's life began in the heart of show business. Her father, Edgar Bergen, was a famed ventriloquist, and her childhood home was shared with his wooden sidekick, Charlie McCarthy. Growing up in that surreal environment, where a puppet seemed to command more attention than she did, Candice developed a deep hunger for genuine acknowledgement. She started her journey as a model, gracing the cover of Vogue before stepping into Hollywood in the mid-1960s. Her beauty made her a sensation, but it also became her burden. Despite strong performances in films like The Sand Pebbles, critics dismissed her as another privileged socialite dabbling in cinema, an image she worked tirelessly to escape. Her real turning point came not on the silver screen, but on television. After years of searching for roles that matched her wit and conviction, Candice found her true calling in the late 1980s with Murphy Brown. As the razor-sharp journalist unafraid to speak truth to power, she redefined what it meant to be a woman on TV. The show wasn't just a hit, it was a cultural statement. But its success came with consequences. As the 1992 presidential race heated up, Candice found herself drawn into a political firestorm she never anticipated. The battle lines between entertainment and politics were suddenly blurred, and she was standing right in the middle of it. The controversy reached its breaking point in May 1992. Vice. President Dan Quayle delivered a speech, criticizing Murphy Brown for its storyline in which the title, "Character Chooses to Have a Child on Her Own." Quayle accused the show of undermining family values, turning a fictional plotline into the centerpiece of a national moral debate. It was unprecedented, a sitting vice president condemning a TV character as though she were real. Overnight, Candice Bergen became the symbolic face of a cultural clash about feminism, family, and freedom of choice. The reaction was explosive. The media frenzy that followed sent ratings soaring, and while Candice was initially stunned, she quickly found her footing. With trademark wit and intelligence, she responded not with outrage but with poise, both in interviews and through the show itself. Murphy Brown fired back in a legendary episode, weaving the controversy into its storyline and cementing its place in pop culture history. For Candice, it was more than a moment of vindication. It was the culmination of years spent fighting to be taken seriously. In the end, Candice Bergen triumphed on her own terms. She shattered the stereotype that beauty and intellect couldn't coexist and emerged as one of the most respected women in television. Through her defiance, humor, and authenticity, she proved that power in Hollywood doesn't come from perfection. It comes from owning your truth. Candice didn't just play a strong woman on screen. She became one both in life and legacy.